What's up, guys? This is day 25. I did some deadlifts extra slow because my knees have been bothering me lately. After that, I did some Romanian single leg deadlifts, and these definitely help strengthen the area around the knees. These are called tibius lifts. They help strengthen the area below the knee. Then I did some lat pull downs, and I go slow on the way down and the way up because I found that gives me more muscle definition. Then I did the same thing with seated rows, and when I was finished doing these, my arms were absolutely burning. When I was done my workout, I went for a walk along the ocean, just enjoying the views and the nature. I've been in West Vancouver for a few days, and the poker's not going well.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
So I'm just gonna go switch it up and go to Burnaby for a little while, try out some new coffee shops, get a bit of a new routine going just to see what happens. As far as the plan, everything's still kind of going according to plan. Poker is a big sample game, so we're not looking at day 25 and saying, you know, the last 3-4 days haven't gone well. We're looking at, are the decisions good? And I think they still are. So we can feel pretty positive about that. I think it's actually starting to drizzle here, so I'm gonna resume the rest of this video from my van, and I'll talk to you in a second. All right, I'm back. It hasn't rained yet, but that wind is picking up, and there was a little bit of drizzle, and they're calling for like 2.4 mils per hour, it looks like, which would be a bit of a dumping, so I'm trying to stay dry as long as I can, I guess. The thoughts in my mind right now are basically that despite the fact that I'm not making money in poker this week, and despite the fact that I'm actually more in debt now than I was a few months ago, is that there's still a lot of progress being made. It's just invisible. And it's kind of interesting, but even though I'm more in debt, I think I have more skills now than, 3 months ago, definitely a year ago. I'm better at troubleshooting on my feet. When setbacks happen now, it doesn't take me a week to get back on track. And so it's kind of like right now I'm thinking of how can I keep myself on track and just focus on the growth, even though from the outside, if someone looked at last year and this year, they'd say, okay, you're obviously worse off. You're way more in debt. You have a lot more uncertainty. Poker is becoming less certain just as a career. You moved out of your home province to try to keep poker going instead of getting a 9-to-5. And you mostly did that because you don't actually believe you can get a 9-to-5 that can pay you what poker can pay you. If you start focusing on the negatives, it can be very easy to just spiral and feel really discouraged and just want to quit. But if you focus on the actual progress you're making, you can feel a lot better about yourself even before you actually have the results to back up whether it's true or not. Again, I haven't made a long form video in almost a couple weeks, and a couple more subscribers, 8.5-hour day of productive hours. In terms of this whole challenge, I think I'm like 8 hours behind on the overall challenge. Poker being 18 hours behind, YouTube being about 10 hours ahead, somewhere in that range. So there's a lot of good things to focus on. I think I'm on pace for low 900s in terms of subscribers. And if one baseball video does well, we could easily find ourselves getting 100 subscribers or more from that. So there's a lot to be positive about. There's a lot of improvements happening that just aren't showing up on the scoreboard. And the other day I was doing the math, and in October, when a few of my bills come off and decrease my expenses by $500, and at the same time my gas expense is something like $500 to $600 a month because it's like $2 a liter gas here. Between those two amounts is about $1,100 that I can spend if I go to South America on Airbnbs. So even just little things like that, where when I get myself to that 90-day point, it's at least looking like I should be able to afford to stay in Airbnbs throughout the cold months of the year instead of being in a van. Because even though Vancouver is a lot warmer than Edmonton, when it was -5, -10, and I was sleeping with a ski mask on, it wasn't comfortable and it was burning me out. So if I get to spend a few months in Colombia, Peru, Chile, Argentina, and those kind of countries throughout the winter, that's going to be a pretty big win for me. And just to be able to experience a bunch of new cultures, new foods, practice my Spanish. I think it would be cool to be at least trilingual. My French is pretty fluent, but I really don't talk it with anybody. I feel like a lot of the things that I'm working on right now are helping me become more me. I was thinking about it today that there's a lot of artistic things that I don't really do that I would enjoy, like getting good at painting, getting good at making music, whether that's playing the guitar or just creating electronic music or singing. And I'm gonna start to try, maybe not for a couple more months because I don't really feel like I have any time, but I might have to start to try and figure out how to incorporate those things in my life. Even if it means buying, $5 paint kits from the dollar store and just learning to kind of mix a couple colors together and make some abstract art. So yeah, pretty good progress so far. A little bit more than a quarter of the way through this challenge. And even though poker isn't really going amazing as far as the whole challenge goes, I'm still positive about what the results will be by day 90. So that's all I got for today. Catch you guys tomorrow.